everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. I've been doing a little bit of collecting and gathering just lately. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes, so I haven't made a start on my next journal, but it's on its way very, very soon. I have a couple of things to share with you first, and then we'll kick that into gear. So I had to go to the shops just recently to get some new ink for my printer. So I may have been printing up a storm lately. Shh, don't tell anyone. And while I was getting those, so I purchased those from Officeworks in Australia. And while I was in Officeworks, I've got things all over my desk here because I've had things waiting to show you and I haven't turned the camera on. So I want to get these things videoed so I can share them with you all, and then I can make a start on my next project. So while I was in Officeworks, I spotted this tissue paper. Now it's 500ml by 750ml, and there's 100 sheets in there, and I believe it was just under $10, which I thought was a great price. So prior to now, I've been buying my tissue paper, and I do have some here. So I've been buying my tissue paper in packs of 5 sheets. So again, this is 500 by 700. And I have a feeling, so there's 5 sheets in here. I have a feeling I've been paying around the $2 mark for that. So maybe 3, give or take. So I thought for $10, getting 100 sheets was fantastic value. I didn't actually realise until right now that they're pretty much the same size, so even better. So if you live in Australia and you're after tissue paper, check Officeworks out. They had this size. They also had larger pieces, like larger packs, which were still affordable, but probably a little bit more than I needed to purchase at the time. So you can see the colour is a little bit different, but I actually like that this isn't as bright because, as you know, I do have a tendency to steer towards the vintage, and I prefer that it's an off-white rather than a bright white, so that makes me really happy too. I haven't tried it out, so I can't comment on quality of the tissue paper, but I look forward to giving it a go. It is also acid-free, I noticed, which I haven't ever noticed these packs saying that I have been using prior. So I thought that was a great find. Okay, so whoops-a-days. So I wanted to share those with you. And then I was in Kmart. So I went shopping with a friend. She came with me and we had a lovely day. And while we were shopping, I was looking for some bags that I could use in my crafting, and we had a look in Kmart, and I also had to get something else from there. We didn't find any bags in there, but she did find this white bunting flag, and she said to me, that would make a really cool stencil, don't you think? And I went, could I use that? And I ummed and ahed for a bit. So I've got a couple of things in mind for this. So I purchased it. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was around the $3, $3.50. Don't quote me. You may be able to look online actually and check the price if you live in Australia and you're interested. But I thought it was lots of fun. There's 8 pieces in it. So I look forward to using that. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas. So I'm hoping they will pan out. And then, as you know, I am a lover of brown paper. And in Kmart, I found this brown paper, and it has this beautiful, almost a teal or turquoise, I'd say more of a teal stripe. It's quite long. I can't actually show you in camera how long it is, but I can show you the measurement. So it's 4 meters by 760 millimeters. It says $5. I don't recall if that's what I paid for it, but there's quite a bit on the roll. and I will only be using small quantities at a time, or I can just use it as gift wrap, either way. But I thought that was beautiful, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I can incorporate that into my journals as well. Now, what else did I have to show you? I have treats everywhere. So, sorry, just bear with me. I'll just show you these because there's a lot. I happened to be in a shop, and you can see my messy desk there. I went to the counter to pay for my goodies, and the chappie said to me, we've got some free diaries there if you would like to take one. And I said, well, I am very interested. I said, how many are you wanting to get rid of? And he said, you can take them all if you want. And I was gobsmacked. So I've come home with, I haven't even counted them, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I've come home with 19 diaries, and they're all 2019, which is quite possibly why they were getting rid of them, as we've just gone past the end of the financial year. And many of them, I was just flicking through a moment ago before I turned the camera on, and sorry if I'm making you seasick because I have got this quite close to the camera. The signatures are sewn in with many of these diaries, which means I can undo the signatures and take them out as large A3 sheets. Yes, this one's sewn in as well. And I thought to myself, now how can I make that work if it's got the date at the top? But I think even I could possibly just cut them off and make them shorter. As you know, my journals aren't going to be A4 size. I don't think I've ever done a journal A4 size. So I was like, I could just cut those and have just the itinerary on that one. And the same with, so some of them aren't set out like that. Some of them are set out like this. And again, I could cut the top and the bottom off if I wanted to, or what have you, if I don't want to show that it's 2019, or I could just leave them on there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not what the people will be using them for once they're in the journal. They can pop something over the top of the date if they wanted to and block that off. So, but I thought that was so fabulous, and honestly, I'm so excited. And I don't know yet, but I may use the cover is so bright, guys, like seriously bright. I may end up reusing some of the covers. Covers like this one are just gorgeous, so maybe I'll have to do an A4 size diary, size journal, sorry. I don't know, but they were giving them away, and I was just like, you don't even know how happy you've just made me. I won't show you them all because there's seriously so many, but blew me away. Okay, so I do also want to show you this, and it's also very large. So a huge shout out to a friend who I was speaking to recently about the fact that I was doing journals. She contacted me just recently, and I think I caught up with her last week. She contacted me and said, I've got some parchment paper if you're interested for your journals. And I was like, sure, I'm interested. Well, she's turned up at my home, and can you see the length of this parchment paper? It goes on forever. I can't even show you because it's massive. I think it would be about A1 size. And she has them rolled up, so they're in pristine condition. And she said, I thought you could use them in your journal. She said, I've had them for a while and I've never used them, so I'm happy for you to have them. Well, I was floored because I love parchment paper. I mean, I'm a paper geek. And I know how expensive parchment is, and I did offer to give her something for them, and she was like, no, I've had them for a long time. You're welcome to use them. If you can get some use out of them, I'd love to see them used. So Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I don't even know whether I'm game enough to use it because it's so beautiful, but I'll pop that aside. Okay, and then as well as that, she presented me with this envelope here, and I said to her, I said, I can actually use the envelope as well, you know, and she laughed at me. There's more of that story in a moment. So she's got this parchment paper here as well. So I don't know if you can see the detail in the parchment. It's just, and it's so well looked after, like it's been so well cared for, and there's quite a few sheets there, so I am still overwhelmed by the fact that she was more than happy to just give them to me. So that happened, and then she did have a few extra envelopes, and she said, well, you're welcome to those envelopes too if you'd like them. And I said, yes please. And then she mentioned that she may have more at home, so she's going to look into that and see if she can find them and drop them off for me. So we'll have to find something to do with those envelopes because I may end up with quite a supply. So just popping those aside. Honestly, I've been collecting and gathering for so long and I haven't been able to share them with you, and I don't even know where to start when it comes to showing you what I have. Some things may just pop up in future videos, I'm afraid. Okay, so I also went to Bargain Buys and I found this little, I don't know if it's a diary or a, I suppose it's a diary. It has a space for a date at the top, but the paper, there's no date, there's no day, there's room for a date at the top and then just lined paper. The signatures are sewn in, which means I can remove them easily to be able to use the full sheet spread. Just seeing if I can find the middle of the signature to show you. And of course it's not going to show itself easily because I'm videoing. There we go. So the signatures are sewn in, but I don't know if this camera will show the true beauty of the colour of this paper. It's a really beautiful cream colour and I fell in love with it. I almost don't need to tea stain it. I think I could just ink it around the edges and it would be beautiful. So I purchased one of those to try. It was $3.50. And they did have various different covers for these journals. I looked at two and they were both the same paper inside, so I thought they were gorgeous. And then I had ducked into Bargain Buys for a couple of things. So one were bags. I wanted some paper bags to play with. And I found these. So I've got two lots here. One is 8.8 by 17.1 centimeters and one is 11.9 by 22.6 centimeters. They were both $2.50 each. The smaller one has 8 pieces and the larger has 6 pieces. Now I was hoping to get 2 of each, but they only had 1 of the large in shop at the time. But I was excited because the only paper bags I have to use are lunch bags from the supermarket. So I'm looking forward to having a play with those. And then right near where they were, I found these, which I've got to say made my heart so happy. I've actually been looking at bags like this online through eBay and they were right at my back door basically. So they're a packet of 30 for $2.50 and they are 12.5 centimeters wide by 18 centimeters high. So I did come home with 3 packs because, like I said, I've been looking at purchasing some online anyway, so I decided I would, at that price, it seemed silly to leave them there and wonder if I should have got more. So I'm really looking forward to having a play with those and including those in some of my journals. Okay, and then ironically, I think it was Gayle Agostinelli I was watching last week, and she had a particular type of makeup brush. Now, I've seen other crafters use this makeup brush for stenciling and inking, and I was like, I wonder what it's like. So I found this in Bargain Buys. Now, it's not going to be top quality, but it did look very similar to the brush that has been used. It was $4.50. So I haven't even pulled it out of the packet yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm guessing it should be nice and soft, and it is divine actually. It's so soft. And yet still a little bit firm, which it is. So I'm hoping, see if I can bring it up to show you the bristles. So as you can see, if I if I get my hand coordinated, if I push against that, it's kind of moving those very tips, but it's not moving the rest so much. So that's kind of what I was thinking I needed and I was hoping for. I cannot believe that I found it at Bargain Buys for $4.50, no doubt. No less, sorry. So I'm excited to, actually I might just pop that in my box because I'm really looking forward to having a play with that. I've got a couple of things in mind for my next journal that require a brush like that. So that was super exciting. So they were my little treasures from Bargain Buys. And then as well as that, I've also had a delivery here that I haven't opened. Now I can't open it on camera because it has addresses front and back, but if you just bear with me, it's well packaged. So my parcel is from the Mushroom Market on Etsy, and I have been so excited to receive this, like you have no idea. I have been stalking there. Doesn't make me sound like a very nice person, does it? But I have. I've been stalking their Etsy shop to try and score myself some of their beautiful papers. So I believe it's Sarah from the Mushroom Market makes her own recycled paper. Now I also do a recycled paper, which I absolutely love. Sorry, there's a there's a piece of cardboard in this that has been put in there to secure it, and it caught my eye, and I just needed to pull it out to have a look because it has this really pretty pattern on the back. So I may end up having to keep that. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll see if I can zoom you in just a little bit. Sorry if I just shook the camera. I've seen other people crafting with her beautiful papers. I bought myself 2 packs because I couldn't stop at one. And I've been so keen to buy this and play. And honestly, I keep missing it. Like, I believe that Sarah has it in her shop quite regularly, and I feel like as soon as it's put in there it must be sold, because I couldn't believe my luck the other night when I spotted it in shop. I just love the colours. Oh, it's so beautiful. You have no idea how excited I am to use these. I don't remember how much the pack was. I'm sorry, I didn't think to look at that. That piece feels quite thick, but I think it's because of the embossing. They're so pretty. As you know, I do my own recycled paper. I haven't played with a lot of colour in my papers. So, oh, just divine. Okay, I'm super excited about those. So this is Sarah's shop here. I hope I've got your name right, Sarah. How embarrassing if I haven't. So it's the Mushroom Market, and you can see there the link for the shop on Etsy, sorry. So she does have lots of other goodies, but this recycled paper, as I said, I've been keeping my eye out because I've been so keen to... Oh, she's got a note here. I didn't even realise. No, she was just thanking me for my order. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your beautiful papers. They're just divine, and I really look forward to using them. Okay, so I think that was all I wanted to show you in this video, so I might leave it there. I do have some more show and tell, but I might do that in a separate video because I feel like that might take a while. So I will tidy up my space and I will turn the camera on and show you some other new goodies. You'll see more soon. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting and bye for now. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.